You probably know this, but there is more to life than the daily grind of the work, home, sleep, repeat. It's not impossible to find a little more meaning in your everyday life. All you need to know is where to look.
And it doesn't take a degree in theology or philosophy to understand that you might need to turn to a more spiritual realm to achieve satisfaction. We would like to welcome to Historic Studio D. This is Tom Rapsas. He is the author of this book, Wake Up Call. Welcome to Delmarva Life.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. All right, so can you tell us a little bit about your career? I imagine you did the work, sleep.
Oh, for many
repeat.
years, yes. I worked in the advertising industry for just about 40 years.
Wow.
So it was a real rat race. A lot of that time I worked in New York City, and I kind of hit a point in my career, like a lot of us do, maybe 10 years in, where I wasn't getting all the satisfaction I thought I might get from the job. And I was doing okay. I was getting promotions. I was getting more stuff.
Yeah.
I was kind of climbing the corporate ladder. But I came to a realization that something was missing. And I think for a lot of people that may turn into a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
But for me, I kind of searched in a different direction, and I've found some answers in spirituality.
I was going to say, so this is when you went to spirituality columns.
It really is. You know, I started, you know, I grew up in the church like a lot of us and drifted away. And when I felt this calling inside, what I'm going to call a yearning for something more in life, I didn't think church was the answer. I found I was in the SBNR group, spiritual but not religious, and I discovered that really the answers I was looking for were in basically spiritual practices and really just inspirational and motivational stories that could kind of boost me up each day.
Mm-hmm. And you started writing these stories, these inspirational stories. Where did you get the inspiration?
Oh, well, I read a lot of books. Now, I read a lot of books during my career in advertising. And for a long period in time, I lived in South Jersey. I used to commute to New York City, commuted about 5 hours a day.
Oh.
So I had 2.5 hours each way of time to kill. And I found myself just turning to books, reading one book after another, listening to podcasts. Being a writer, I started writing short stories about what I was reading. It was a way for me to kind of retain what I was learning.
Yeah.
And then through a website called Pathos, for the past 12 years, I've been writing a column and writing about the things that I learned.
So what did you learn about you?
About me? Well, I think what I learned about me was kind of an issue a lot of us have, that we kind of live our lives in our head when we should be a little bit more in our heart. And that was the key, was to do things like not get up in the morning, turn on the phone right away, but spend 15 minutes alone in contemplation. You can meditate, which I do now and then, but breathe a little bit, but just find that quiet time alone before you plug in, before you turn on the phone, the TV, the radio, and just get centered and just be. And again, it's about this idea of addressing the needs of the heart and not just the head.
Interesting. So the book, it's Daily Insights for the Spiritually Curious.
Yes.
So that could be just about anybody, right?
Just about anybody, and I cover a wide range of topics in there. I mentioned I do write stories that are inspirational in nature, motivational in nature. A lot of stories that make you feel, I think, feel better about yourself, and when you feel better about yourself, you relate better to the world around you.
So what's the feedback been like?
Feedback has been good. People that read it love it. What I've done with the book is I set it up over 16 weeks. So there is a chapter for each day of the week, and it's by category. And my intent was for people to read it little by little. Read a story here, read a story there. I'm hearing that a lot of people just pick up the book and they read it in a few days, and they're done, yes.
So where can we pick up Wake Up Call?
It's available at Amazon. You can learn more about it at my website, tomrapsas.com. And I will be at the Berlin bookstore, the Greyhound, on the 14th of July from 11 to 2. So we'll have copies, and I'll be signing books.
There you go. Be in Berlin.
The name of the book is Wake Up Call. The author is Tom Rapsas of Ocean Pines. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Looking forward to reading this.